Good morning, students. So today we are going to see the next chapter, which is very important. That is the projection system. In the previous class, we had seen about the datum. Now in this class, we will see what is projection system. So remember first these things. First, what is Earth? Datum, projections, maps, and coordinate system. Right? Within this, we have seen this datum. But again, we will see here a little bit. See here, I have taken one Earth. Within that Earth, there is one point, and I have the projection. I have the latitudes and longitudes of that point. Similarly, so it is shown by this 30.32 and 78.02 and something more. So this is latitudes and longitudes. It means it is a geographic coordinate system. But for the same location, I can see the same location again by this. If I will convert it into degree, minutes and second, right? Now the same point location I can also denote by easting and northing. So here you will see this UTM easting, UTM northing, right? So the same point, but the location is denoted by different things, right? So we will see what is this actually. As we know that geographic coordinates are what? That is latitudes, longitudes and the height of that object or point. If we want to know the location of any city or any place, for example Buremi. So if I want to know the location of Buremi, so the latitudes, longitudes and the elevation with reference to the datum can be determined. So this is the geographic coordinate system, right? There are one term, ellipsoid, geoid, datum. Datum we have already seen. Now we will see what is ellipsoid, what is geoid, and one more term is sphere, right? So just briefly, in the previous class we had seen this. So this is what this dark line is, the north, we can say north pole or prime meridian. This is prime meridian, and these all longitudinal lines, these vertical lines I am talking, these are called as longitudes. See here it is shown actually. See, these vertical lines are called as longitudes, and these horizontal lines which is going from here, that is called as latitude. So for more explanation, just I will tell you. So that it will be more clear, but I think it will be clear to you. These vertical lines are longitudes and these horizontal lines are latitudes. If you will see longitudes from this is prime meridian, so right side is the eastern part and left side is the western part. So that's why it is shown, see here W and here it is E. So if we go just 10 degree, 10 degree at 10 degree, so if we will rotate the whole earth, it will be 360, right? 360 degree. So if I move 10 degree right, so that will be 10 degree east, right? Similarly, if I move left, that will be what? 10 degree west, right? If I move above this, so here you can see 10 degree north, 20 degree north, 30 degree north. If I move below this equator, this is equator, here you can see equator. So if I move below, then it will be 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south. So I will go up to the south pole, right? And this is my north pole here, 90 degree completed. Similarly, below it will be completed 90 degree. I think it will be clear to you. So for more clearance, see, suppose this is the earth, so these lines, whatever the lines are there, right? This is prime meridian. So these are what? These are longitudes, right? These are longitudes, and when these horizontal lines goes, right, these are called as latitudes. These are called as latitudes. And here one horizontal line which is exactly at center, that is called as equator. And here one this line, this is called as prime meridian, right? So here you can see this is prime meridian. Now, so we were talking that what is ellipsoid, what is geoid, and what is sphere, and what is datum. Datum already so we have seen. Again I will tell you. This is clear. Now, model of Earth. So for selecting the projection, so we select the model for the shape of the Earth, right? Suppose we have Earth, right? So if we have Earth, this is our Earth, right? So we have considered this as a sphere, right? So that's, see, this is a sphere. Similarly, it is also considered as a ellipsoid, and geoid is there. So what is that we will see one by one. Sphere means it is just like a ball. When we consider our Earth as a ball, that is the sphere. Now, what is spheroid? So spheroid means, here if you will see the difference, you will see between these two shapes, right? Here and here. The difference is that, see, a little bit it is flat, we can say, or spheroid means we can say that it is some mathematical model for considering the shape of the Earth. We have considered by some mathematical model. So here what happens in the spheroid, the radius of the Earth will not be same at any point. For example, this is suppose the center, and if I will take the radius from this point to this point, right? So that radius will be different, and here if I go here, so the radius will be different. So then I will call it as a, that is the spheroid. See here, if suppose this is my Earth, right? Just I will once again I will little bit. Now here, if I will take as a center, from here to here, my radius R, or it is denoted by say A, and here the radius right? So this radius will be different. Similarly, if I take radius here, so again this radius will be different, right? So this is the point actually in the spheroid. Now here see, actually our earth is little we can say very lumpy. Lumpy means here it is just like a stone. You will see here it is not very smooth, right? So for solving the problems we have considered as a little bit smooth, but it is again it is not in a very good shape. This is the geoid. Okay, now again what is ellipsoid? So geoid means where the gravitational potential is gravitational potential of earth is equal. Then by considering that this shape is generated. Now ellipsoid, as I told you, it is just like a egg shape, so that will be called as ellipsoid. So here in projection system we are looking what is projection system. So when this 3D means here you can see this 3D diagram, when we convert this 3D into 2D, that is the projection, right? So we will see that in detail. So here ellipsoid is clear, sphere is clear, and geoid is clear, I think. So if I consider our earth as a ellipsoid, so I will have the different radius. So here you can see this is actually major axis, and this is called as minor axis of earth. So here if I will take this major axis, the radius from center to this point I will consider it as a, and here from center to this point I will consider as a B. And if I take 1 minus and B by A, means the ratio of these two radius, I will get actually the inverse of flattening, or we can say flat surface of the earth. See here when we take as a spheroid or spherical, so some part of above and some part at the below surface of the earth is little bit flat, right? So that flatness is calculated by this formula. Now just what I told you, we will see what is geoid. So geoid is once clear. See here this line you will see this color geoid. So geoid means what? Where the gravitational potential of earth is equal. So it is an imaginary line which is considered, right? And this line is considered as a we can say datum, right? So here this blue line is what? This is our sea means our ocean, we can say. And this actually this irregular lines is actual shape of our earth, right? Our earth surface. And ellipsoid, as I told you, ellipsoid it is just considered as a egg shape, right? These dotted lines are ellipsoid. The same thing we have seen this. And here if we will draw this, so we will get these lines, right? So this blue line is what? Topographic line. And this red dotted line is what? Ellipsoid surface. And geoid surface is what? This one, right? Now we have what I told you, our geoid is considered as a datum, we can say, or elevation is measured from that surface. For example, this red color is our geoid, right? So from this reference line we will calculate the elevation of any point. Suppose this is our hill. Here you can see this hill, and I want to calculate the elevation of point at this hill. Suppose this point is P. So if I have to calculate the height of this point with reference to this geoid, then that will be my elevation, and this one will be my datum, right? Again here we can see more clear. See here, this is our topographic surface, and this is our geoid. Geoid is what? Geoid is where the gravitational potential of earth is equal, and this is ellipsoid. Just we have considered as a ellipse of Earth, and sphere we have considered Earth as a sphere. So when we have to calculate the height of any object, so geoid is considered as a datum, and through that reference line we calculate the height, right? So this is our datum. I think datum is clear. And in the previous lecture I have told you scientists have considered as a WGS 84 as a datum line for the whole Earth, right? But that is also not correct for whole Earth, because for some country it is not good. Now we are coming to projections, map projection, our main topic. See here. Here you can see this Earth. This Earth is actually sphere. We have considered as a sphere, or we can say a spheroid. So if suppose we take some light or some tubes, right? If we project light over this spheroid or this sphere, so what will happen? See here you can see this, there are some longitudes, some longitude lines are there, right? So here you can see here this is our Earth, right? And here light is there, right? So actually so what happens? See here, this is our latitudes, right? This is our latitudes, and this is our longitudes. Just for understanding. So what happens? Suppose I have kept one paper over just above, ahead to this sphere, and here some light is there. Suppose this light is there. So when light is going, so what will happen? So these latitudes and these longitudes I will be able to see on this page, right? So when I will see the projection of this Earth, so these latitudes will appear like this in horizontal line, and longitudes will appear like vertical lines, right? The same thing is here. So when we are giving some light to this Earth, so these latitudes and longitudes are formed in we can say a rectangle shape, right? So this is the projection. So projection means what? When we convert the 3D diagram into 2D diagram, that is called as the projections, right? I think it will be clear. This is the example of projection. So when we convert the 3D into 2D, that is our projection. So here it will be more clear. See, this is our Earth, this is in 3D. When we are converting into 2D, then this is called as the map projection. If it is on the map, then it will be called as map projection, right? Now I think it will be clear. Again, see, there are the three basic types of projections: cylindrical projection, conical projection, and azimuthal projection. So what is this? We will see. See here, suppose this is my Earth, and this Earth is just on this Earth. If I keep one paper at the back side or at the front side or any side of the Earth, then the whole map will come onto that paper, right? So then it will be the azimuthal. Next, when Earth, if I take this Earth into the cylinder, and then I project one light, then the latitudes and longitudes will come on the paper, then this will be the projection. So this will be the cylindrical projection. So that's why, because this is cylinder, and through cylinder we are projecting the latitudes and longitudes over the page, right? So actually what we are doing, we are converting the 3D into 2D, right? Similarly, if I take this Earth into this cone, right, and again if I project some light whatever the latitudes and longitudes are on the earth, it will come on the paper and it will look like this. So that will be called as conic. So it will be more clear in the next slide. See here. Suppose there is earth, and if I roll one paper surrounding the earth, so that will be cylindrical shape, and these longitudes and latitudes will come on that paper. So it will be in the form of table, rectangle shape, right? And it will be in the regular shape, like everything will be at 90 degree. See here what I am telling you. So when I am taking it, so exactly, see here, latitudes and longitudes will come exactly at 90 degree, right? Everywhere it will come at 90 degree, right? So here we can see here. But if I am rolling one paper over the earth in the form of cone, and then I want to see these latitudes and longitudes over that paper, so here it will be like this shape. So here you can see this is latitude, this is latitude, this is latitude, and this is latitude, and this is longitude. So here you will see this, somewhere it may be exactly at 90 degree, but somewhere it may not be. And second thing is that here some latitudes are having some difference in their distance, right? Now this is the conical. When I keep one paper either any side, suppose at back side or front side or this side or above, and if I project the latitudes and longitudes over the page, then it will be called as azimuthal. I think it will be clear to you. Now next, these are the three basic projections of the projection system, right? Now when we project, see, when we project this 3D into 2D, we can say some losses happens, or we can say some errors occurs, that is called as distortion. So what happens? See here, this is the example of azimuthal, right? This is the example of conical. This is the example of cylinder. When I projected, so I will get latitudes and longitudes in this form, and here it will appear in this form, here it will look like this. So when I will see the country over this map, it will look like this. The same, see, this is the same area, the same area of the world. This is also the same map of the world, but here what happens? See here, distortion occurred. Distortion means what? See, at the bottom of the world, we can say at the South Pole there is Antarctica. So here Antarctica is very small, but you will see in the cylindrical projection, see this projection will be the we can say Mercator cylindrical. We will see in the next slide. So what happens? This Antarctica is very small, but when I projected over this cylinder, so it is looking very big area. This is very big area, but in actual it is very small area. So what happens? This distortion occurs in the area, right? Similarly, here you can see some more things. So this is the same area or same map of the world, but here see, distortion means we can say some shape was there. For example, this is shape, right? When I projected this shape into map, so what happens? This shape became like this, right? Sometimes we can say it will become like this. It means what happened? Actually it was very small, but when I projected, then it became very large. So here you will see it became very large. Means what? Distortion happened in the map or in that country, right? So here same thing happened here. So here you can see this is like it is looking good, but here it is looking very small. Similarly, this Antarctica is looking very big, otherwise it is very small. So this is when we project, when we perform projection, then this type of error comes, right? So we will see this first, different types of map projection. So what happens when this type of error comes? We try to take some number of or different types of projections so that it will suit to our country, right? So here, that's why again this cylindrical system is applied to this earth in different forms. For example, this is equator and cylinder is placed vertically, and again if it will be projected, it will look some vertical and horizontal lines, right? But there will be some error. So what happens? So this cylinder is placed horizontal, and this is the prime meridian, we can say, and again when we will project, again we will get something. Similarly, this is inclined, so this is called as normal, this is called as transverse, and this is called as oblique, because this is placed at some oblique, right? This is same actually when we will see this, and this is conical, we have seen this is azimuthal, means just we are the whole earth is coming on one A4 size. This is also right. Again, see, the conical is of two types. Conic is first tangent and secant. What is tangent? See, tangent means when I will keep this whole earth in the cone, what will happen? This cone surface will be exactly tangent to this surface of the earth. Here also you can see, right? But when again there are two types, what I told you. So, but now here you will see some part is outside of the cone. So this part is allowed to come outside. So this is called as secant, and this is called as the conic, right? Now we have seen already this, right? Now here it is planar aspect. Planar aspect, what I told you, if I keep one paper at north pole, so whole latitudes and longitudes and all countries will be projected on this plane. So it can be placed at the top, it can be placed at right side, it can be placed at with some oblique. So that will be called as polar, then equatorial, and this will be called as oblique. Now again what I told you, polar aspect is again of different types. What is gnomonic? Here you can see here this. Second one is stereographic, and third one is orthographic. So this is the example of polar aspects. Again here we can see some more things. We have already seen this conical, this is cylindrical, and this one is plan, and this one is interrupted projection. This is also one type of projection, but here you will see this Antarctica is at the south pole, and it is divided into four parts: first, second, third, and fourth. So it will not suit for this Antarctica, but it can be suitable for any other countries which are at this equator, right? So this is also cylindrical projection will suit to these countries which are at the middle location, we can say, right? Now we have already seen, see, when this whole earth or sphere will be projected on this sphere, this cylinder, and when this cylinder will open and it will look like a page, so we will get these latitudes and longitudes in vertical exactly at 90 degree, right? So these are the this is called as Mercator projection, right? I told you this is called as Mercator projection. Now as I told you, when we project the earth over the surface or 2D, some errors occurs. So what happens, there may be the errors in shape, or shape of the region. There may be the errors in the distance from one point to another point, or we can say from one city to another city. For example, from Burami to Muscat, the distance is, for example, 350 kilometer. But if in projection, if some error is there, if so what will happen? This will show 500 or 600 kilometers. So this is what happened because of distortion. Similarly, there may be the error in direction. Direction means bearing, means some angles. There may be the change in angles. There may be the change in area also. For example, the total area of Oman is, for example, I am telling you, 100 kilometer square. But when I will project, it will show either 80 kilometer square or 120 kilometer square. So there are the different types of errors when we project, when we perform the projection, right? So here there are some properties of the map projections. First is equal area, second is equidistance, and third one is conformal. So equal area means what? It represents the area size of the sphere on the map correctly. Like in equal area, the sizes of sphere on the map will be represented correctly. Areas will be represented correctly. In equidistance, for example, an example of this is Lambert cylindrical equal area projection. Next is equidistant. Equidistance, it correctly represents the distance, means there will be no error in distance. As I told you, there will be no error in distance from Burami to Muscat. It will show as in actual. Similarly, conformal. Conformal, we can say it preserves the angles and shape correctly. Means shape and angle will not change in the conformal projection. And equidistance, in equidistance, the distance will not change. And in equal area, the area will not change, right? So every projections have their own advantages and disadvantages. So based on the country, we select the projections. So here the same thing which I told you. The projection which preserves the shape of features, that is conformal projection. And the projection which preserves the area of the feature is called as equal area or equivalent, right? Now the third point is at the same time a map cannot be conformal and equivalent or equal area. Either it may be conformal or it may be equivalent, right? So here we will see here, this is Lombard conformal conic. This is what? This is the example of conformal. Similarly, Mercator is the example of conformal projection. So in this projection, what happens? It preserves the shape, means shape will not change. Shape will not change. But here in Antarctica, this is changed actually. But overall, if we will talk about overall the world, the shape will look like as it is, right? And in equivalent, we can say preserves the area, we can say distance. So it will not show the error in the distances, right? Similarly, some other projections are there which does not preserve anything. For example, Godez, Homol, Sine and Robinson projection system, right? Now, so here what is said, no flat map can be both equivalent and conformal. What I told you, either it may be conformal or it may be equivalent. Now, so I will talk about cylindrical projections, right? So we will talk about one by one for every projection system, what is the error and what is the advantage. So in cylindrical projection, or we can say conformal projection, preserves the right angles between lines of latitudes and longitudes and are primarily used because they preserve direction. So here what I told you, in projection, latitudes and longitude will be exactly at right angle, and it it preserves the direction, so direction will not be changed, we can say. And second thing, area is always distorted. What I told you, area will be distorted. Area will be distorted means what? I told you this. Here Antarctica is distorted. It is very small, but it is looking very like big, very big country, but it is not actually. The same thing here. Just I have given this for example. Here this, see, this is exactly at right angle, all latitudes and longitudes, and here this is distorted, right? This is the example of cylindrical projection. The same thing is given. So it preserves the angle but distorts scales, distance, direction and area. Sorry, actually here direction is also distorted, right? And distortion increase away from the central meridian. For example, this is the central meridian. This 0 is the central meridian. So as I will go right side or we can say east side or west side to the meridian, what will happen? Distortion will increase away from the central meridian, right? So distortion will be more. Similarly, used in sailing. When see, it is used in sailing means in the river seas. Now next, conical projection. There is some advantage and disadvantage. Conical or equal area projection preserves the property of area. Means area will not change in this. On an equivalent projection, all parts of the Earth's surface as shown with the correct area. Yes, obviously the area will not change. Latitude distances are never accurate. Yes, here you can see. Here you can see this. These are the horizontal lines are latitudes. Here you can see this. 30 degree, 20 degree, 30, 40, 45, right? And here, when you will see, just I will tell you, this is like this, right? So, and when I will see, it is little bit radial pattern. So here, if I will see this distance, or we can say this portion, as I will see this, it is decreasing, right? It is decreasing. As I will go towards the north pole, it is decreasing. So this is the error within this, right? That's why now. And second thing is, what is that? Albers equal area conic projection means when the standard parallel, see here you will see some dotted lines and the actual we can say latitudes, when they come parallel, then it will be called as the Albers equal area. When these two standard lines are parallel, right? Conical projection, what I was talking, see, near the pole, what will happen? So this latitude distance will decrease and there will be some error. So near the we can say pole. So and also the countries which are near the pole, it will not give accurate we can say distances. Next is, this is already we have seen. Azimuthal, what I told you again, if we keep some plate above or below at the side or at some oblique, that is the azimuthal. Azimuthal again, there is two types, tangent and secant. Some part is coming outside from this plate, that is secant, and when it is exactly placed over the earth, then it is called as tangent, right? So this is the azimuthal example of azimuthal projection. The same thing is here. If suppose this is the earth and this earth is projected over the one flat map, so this you can say, see, this earth is actually projected on flat surface, so it is looking like flat surface. So this is so 3 points are projected, 1, 2, 3 over this flat plate, right? The same thing what I told you, tangent versus secant. Same thing here, you can see here, this is tangent, this is secant. So here this is the most distortion, little bit it is allowed. Now universal transverse Mercator. So this is generally used in all over the world. So here, what is this? First, it is it is came from the conformal projections, right? So here, see, I will explain this. See here, each box is 6 by 6 degree, right? Suppose this is 0. 0 means what? This 0 means this is the prime meridian, and this is passing somewhere from the England, okay? And here, if I go east side, so I will go up to 180 degree, and that will be east side. If I will go left side, again I can go up to 80 degree from this. Again, if I go to north side, I can go up to 84 degree, and if I go to south, again I can go up to 80 degree, right? So, and one dimension, or we can say one box is of 6 degree by 6 degree, right? So here, so that's why this is called as UTM zone, Universal Transverse Mercator zones. So every country will come in different zones, right? So here you can see, suppose this is Oman, this one is Oman, right? So again it is passing, so the whole, not only the whole Oman, it may come, the same country may come in 2 zones also, right? Similarly, you can see India. India is coming into 3 zones. This is the 43, some part is coming in 42, some part is coming in 43 zone, some part is coming 44 zone, some part is coming in 45 zone, right? Similarly, you can see the different countries in Africa. So suppose this is Australia. Australia, some part is coming in different zone, some part is coming in different zones. So, and this is projected system, right? The same thing which I told you, right? This is 6 degree by 6 degree zone, right? We can go 84 degree north and 80 degree south. And UTM is a conformal projection, this one, right? The UTM is a conformal projection. I hope that the projection system will be clear to you, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me, right? So I think it is sufficient for you as far as concerned with the projection system. Okay, thank you.